sneaks and locks last year.
I don't know. I wasn't part of that.
You came up with those at the last second. All bullshit.
Dude, I went like 4 or 5 weeks in a row.
Dude,
getting
I
them right.
promise you're getting
Consecutively.
smoked on your sneak this week. You're gonna get bent.
That's gonna be the same thing that
Just
happened.
let it happen.
Same thing that happened last week. Taylor talking about my pick, saying South was gonna get rocked, and then what happened?
Hey, beat, don't miss the podcast, and it won't happen.
I believe in the Zips.
I'm not getting baited. Anyway, welcome to the Weekends Over podcast. Taylor's dumbass. Josh, say hello.
I thought we weren't doing intros anymore.
We are now. Oh no, I'm not doing the
This
music.
guy fucking sucks.
He's talking about the intro for the podcast.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna tell.
Let's not do introductions either. They're stupid.
We're not going to the point of introduction. The fact Max has just walked off the podcast.
Yeah.
Good for Matt.
All right.
Welcome to the Weekends Over podcast, guys. We're back for week 3 of college football. Alex's ugly ass face is back. We're sorry you have to look at it.
Yeah.
Still no Jonathan, the elusive Jonathan. I don't know.
Is he even a part of the podcast? Who knows?
I would say he's not,
behind the
but he's
scenes
yours
guy.
as buddies. So
He's funny in the group message, though. So shout out, Jonathan.
Yeah, shout out Jonathan. Let's get into the week 2 recap quick. Oklahoma beat the brakes off Bryce Underwood to the point he was throwing a bitch fit on the sideline. Anybody see that?
Here, wait. Before we do the week 2 recap, Taylor, go over our picks from last week. Over the records.
So, Josh was at the rear at 6. Now I'm gonna do this for him. This was not Josh's picks that he was personally giving out.
No, it's fine. You don't have to give the caveat. Just do your thing.
In our weekend competition, as y'all know, or the 4 people that watch this, our week to week competition, Josh was 6-7 last week. Max went 9-4. I went 9-4, and Alex went 9-4. So
it's a tie.
Follow the podcast.
Well, and I didn't do the totals, but we're 2 weeks in. Y'all are about
we better
5
be
or
3
6
weeks.
games.
We better be 3 weeks in.
2 weeks in on 2 weeks in on total picks. That was what I'm saying. So
I went 6-0 in week 0. You're not counting that?
You can have it.
Oh
yeah, we're 3 weeks. We're 3 weeks in. We're 3 weeks in.
Mine don't count.
Next week I'll give y'all a full rankings update and everything like that. But a solid week for the boys. Josh is bitching, but he only lost a little bit of money. And if you would have bet, like you always say in weekend, like you always say in lunchtime lines, you always say if you're betting even money each time, if you would have put more money on certain wins and less money on certain losses, you might have even made money. So
no, the trick was don't place a last minute parlay because it sounds like fun. Because if
Ole Miss fucked all of us.
won money.
Ole Miss fucked all of us. So
yeah, they did. No, actually, Kansas fucked me.
That's crazy. But yeah,
Kansas fucked me, dude.
Yeah, I also had Kansas. Taylor, what about sneaks and locks? Who did what?
Well, Taylor went 0-2 in both, and Josh went 1-1. He hit his Josh hit his
lock,
but did not hit his sneak. Max hit his lock, did not hit his sneak, and Alex went 2-0, even though he put his sneaks and locks in a lot earlier than everybody else, so the lines were different. So
how about we cry about
it? Alex hit his puppy. That's what he hit.
Yeah.
That's
Onyx. He shut his door. He shut the door on Onyx. Who would do such a thing?
What an asshole.
Asshole.
Yeah, that was me. Anyways, okay, yeah. Pretty much all y'all need to know is I'm clowning on everybody right now in the picks. I think I'm winning, I'm pretty sure. Oklahoma and Michigan. I didn't get to watch much of this game, guys. So y'all are going to have to kind of give me the roundabout about it because I don't know.
I promised the girlfriend a date night, so I didn't get to watch it either.
But they couldn't move the ball. It was mainly Oklahoma's defense. I mean, Mateer looked really good too. I will say I am, and I could say the same thing about like running Jackson as much as Auburn does. Oklahoma is going to have to figure out a different way to run the ball week to week. Just they can't sit there and keep using Mateer in the run game like they are. Mm-hmm. But Michigan, Underwood looked kind of scared. I mean, they had some success at running the ball. 24-13 probably doesn't do it justice. I think that's fair to say. But Michigan had the ball late, 17-13, went for it on 4th down or something like that. Didn't get it. Oklahoma went down there and scored. So, it went how I thought it would. Just Michigan couldn't move the ball. You can't go on the road and it doesn't work in every Big Ten game too. I'm not taking a shot, but you can't go in there and muddy it up and score 13 points and win an SEC road night game. You're just not going to
No,
do that.
I
Like,
it's like I said on this show, of freshman's not winning his first night game on the road. It's just not going to fucking happen.
I wish I would have been a part of the podcast last week so y'all could have talked me out of that, because I think after listening to the podcast and y'all talk about it, I was like, yeah, it's kind of obvious that that's going to happen. I think the main reason I picked Michigan to cover is just
Wait, you learned something from the podcast?
I did. I actually
Sounds
did.
like more people should listen.
Amen.
I agree on that. Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely would have been convinced to pick otherwise. But main reason I picked them was because I know I had them in my 12-team playoff, but I'm pretty sure I picked them to lose it and still make it. So we should still be fine. Obviously, Underwood's going to have to figure out how to manage a game or just.
I'm not selling him or something like that. He's a true freshman. It was always going to be hard. Listen, if you're like in this win now thing, this is a message to everybody. Using a true freshman quarterback is not the answer. I mean, I always go back to like Bo Nix, who I love Bo Nix. Alex knows that. But like if Jarrett Stidham for some reason stays on 2019 Auburn, then they might make the playoff. But you're always gonna have those freshman moments on the road. It's not there's nothing wrong with Michigan.
Very few times a freshman will like be magical and take over a game. There's only
I will say real quick, just because I watched, I think this might benefit Michigan. So like they've been very conservative with him. I think they might finally kind of let him off his leash now, if that makes sense to you guys. Now that they got that loss, and like, okay, we gotta let him make more like plays, roll him out more, let him,
you have to if you want to win. Like you have to if you want to win. Max, did you watch any of the game?
I watched a little bit of it, but it was boring as shit. So I turned it off.
Valid.
Well, I'm sure you have plenty to talk about the Bama game. Bama put a 73-0 up. Nick Saban never put up 70 points in the game at his time at Alabama. What did you think about the game?
Nick Saban's bad at coaching, confirmed.
Confirmed.
Worst coach in Alabama history.
Facts.
Shula better.
I mean, to score on every single drive except one is pretty good against anybody. I mean, I guess that's good. I mean, they look fired up to play, but I mean, doesn't matter. We'll see here in next 2-3 weeks.
I will say one thing. Jeremy Bernard right now, 2 games in, best receiver in the country right now, statistically.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, you've played Florida State and Louisiana Monroe.
Oh, I said 2. I said 2 games in.
You're just talking like statistically. You're not saying like in your opinion. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he is. Well, Ryan Williams is concussed right now. Honestly, who's the third guy that y'all had last week? No, like the third receiver that y'all the second receiver y'all had the other night. He made some good plays. I can't remember his name.
Latsir Brooks.
Yes, Latsir Brooks.
He's a freshman.
He looked pretty good.
Yeah, he does look good.
I mean, you can watch an Auburn Alabama game. Receiver is not going to be the bad thing. It's the other stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
do you have it? Do you have anything just real quick since you didn't get to comment on the Florida State game?
Oh no, Max covered it perfectly last week. Everything I wanted to say. I was actually about to go to you though. Auburn, obviously.
It was a pick. It was at 42-3. Pick your store. I know the line was 43.5, and they probably should have covered it. The 3 points Ball State scored. I'm not trying to sound bad, but it's complete bullshit. Like Auburn ran a play, got 9 yards, and they go and run another play, and they call a false start, and then they go, "Oh, we're gonna go review the play before that. He fumbled the ball. It's Ball State's ball," and it was like their ball at the 10, so they kicked the field goal. That's not legal. But it was kind of like a practice in the sense of we could have picked the score. Probably could have won 70-0 if we ran the ball, to be honest with you. But they let Jackson throw the ball 28 times. In fact, made Jackson throw the ball 28 times. Hugh even talked about that, like 24 for 28 for 253 and 3 touchdowns. And like he was like, he could have been better, but I was making him throw. I was forcing him to throw deep in soft coverages, which you're not going to do in a normal game anyways. But we can't just sit here and run the ball because they run the too high shell. So nothing much to learn. I am concerned about our kicking game because McPherson weighs 95 pounds, and I'm not making fun of him, but so he can't kick anything longer than 20. And Towns Magoo, who was really good at Auburn High School, has sucked so far. Missed another 45-yard field goal. He's like 5 of 13 from 35 yards and out. So that is concerning, especially because we have Oklahoma in a few weeks. But we'll see. There's a dude from Southern Miss also they're going to try to let kick, but maybe a little bit cleaner with the offensive line this week. That's all I'm really looking forward to. The offensive line was not impressive, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
On the
mean, I
pass
definitely.
blocking, run blocking's awesome. It's been run blocking's been great for 2 weeks, but pass blocking with the tackles and on dropbacks a little weak. So I need to see that.
I mean, definitely for me, like I definitely agree. They're just trying to work on some passing, trying to get that improved before you have your big game. And Ball State's the perfect component to do it, as well as South Alabama. I will say South Alabama
Way
is
better,
better than
way
Ball State,
better.
so probably gonna have to run the
I
rock.
like how that works out though. Like I would rather play. I wouldn't want to play South Alabama then play Ball State then play Oklahoma. I like
We
the
have you
amp it.
guys been talking this long about fucking Auburn versus Ball State? Can we please move on?
It
What
was
do you want to
split
talk about?
between Bama and Auburn.
It
I'll
was.
let you go to
Do you
Iowa.
want to talk
If you
about
want to talk
the
about
best
Iowa
team in the state
touching.
of Iowa, Iowa State?
Little brother.
I mean, it was
Little
it
brother
was
syndrome over here.
it was a game, man. I mean, it was exactly what I thought would happen. The fact that State didn't cover the 3.5 is crazy. But it's the same thing that happens every single year, and I knew Iowa State was better. Typically, the better team does win that game. But no matter how bad the bad team is, they usually keep it close. So, I mean, that's all I got for you. Yeah.
You
So
want to
I know at
do?
the beginning of the year I said Iowa top 50 offense. Are y'all? How are we doing on that?
I don't know. Probably
Probably.
not great. I can look. Give me a second.
Uh,
Let's see. We are 107th in points, 127th in total yards,
okay.
70th in rushing, and 130th in pass.
So horrible.
We're 79th in third down percentage though. Not
Also,
great.
Um,
obviously not the QB play you wish that y'all were having currently. I know we're not
No,
very
not the QB play that we were supposed to be getting from the kid. Like, fuck it, put Hank Brown in. He can't be
I
worse.
told your brother. I told your brother. He may
Like
be
we play
on.
UMass this week. We physically can't lose the game. Put in Hank Brown, see what happens.
Yeah.
Honestly, I honestly I think the biggest thing is Moulton got hurt on the third play of the season, and
Mhm.
he's still not back. So if Kamari Moulton was around, we probably would look a lot better. I mean, the passing wouldn't look better, but as a whole, Iowa would look better.
Mhm.
How about game of the week before
Yeah.
to close out week 2? Baylor SMU. Okay, so real quick, Sawyer Robinson. He got to be at the top of everybody's Heisman list right now, right? The dude's almost thrown for 1,000 yards in 2
He's slinging
games.
it. He's slinging it.
Right now, your Heisman favorite is Cameron Beck
What can you get Sawyer Robinson
or
at
Carson Beck. I'm a fucking idiot.
right now? Cameron Beck.
What's his name?
Sawyer Robinson.
I haven't found him yet. Sawyer Robinson, 3,500.
I like that.
Same as Ty Simpson, under
Wow,
Thomas
I don't agree.
Cassianos.
I don't understand why he's that low. I mean, he's played
You,
2 Power 5 or 2 Power Conference teams, and he's thrown for almost 1,000 yards. No
your
picks
top
either.
your top five are Beck, Mateer, Garrett Nussmeyer, Dante Moore, and Arch Manning.
I will give
They're
you
sellers.
Arch Manning being up there right now. I'm not one of those people that's dumb and thinks Arch sucks because he went to Ohio State and lost. But Arch, I don't think he's this year right now. You could have him that high. I'll give you Mateer as we talked about earlier, and Nussmeyer. Although LSU looked shitty last week. I don't know if y'all saw that, but
I
classic
watched
letdown.
one football game last week. That's it.
One
It
thing
was a
I'll
good
say,
good week to do that, Josh, because
Oh
week
yeah,
2
I know.
always
Trust me,
fucking
I know.
sucks.
Oh yeah, we talked about before we got on.
Yeah.
Like you have a really good week 1. Week 0 is week 0, but it's the first week of football, so everyone's excited about it.
There's a Big
Week
12, a
2
conference game.
always,
Yeah.
Yeah, week 2 always fucking sucks, and then week 3 we have like a lot of games to talk about this week. So
So I'm ready if
one
y'all
thing I'll
are.
say about the Baylor SMU game is I turned the game off and Baylor was down like by 10 or 14 late in the game, and I thought they lost because I went on a hike and then I came back and I saw that Baylor won and I was very excited. I was like, let's go.
Weirdest, I will say, last thing I have on this, the weirdest play I've ever seen happen in this game. The SMU quarterback like goes for like a rollout and the referee
I
trips
saw
him
that.
and he like fumbles the ball and like picks it up and he throws it for like a 6-yard loss. But it's like I've never seen a referee trip a quarterback and make him fumble the ball. So that was
Oh, no.
cool. I don't. Does anybody have anything else to add to that, Max? You got anything on Baylor SMU?
No, it's kind of. I mean, I kind of expected it to be a high scoring game, and exactly what it was.
I
The
didn't think
defense-
I didn't think Kevin Jennings was going to play that well. Kevin Jennings played pretty well in that game.
I was prepared for him to because Baylor still runs 2 high safeties because they have no safeties.
Well, he had a good amount of passing yards. Is the thing.
Yeah, but they don't change their defense is what I'm saying. So like Kevin Jennings is we're done with Auburn, but Jackson Arnold's probably still developing at the progressing down the field and letting plays happen. But Jennings is gonna sit. He gonna force the throw, and eventually it just kind of worked. But also like Baylor's strength is the middle of the short and middle. That's their passing game.
Yeah.
That's just like running the ball, like just angle routes and stuff with your running backs. But that's all I think we have for week 2, unless anybody has anything else they saw. I know Clemson struggled. Who cares? They won. They kind of suck. Oregon beat the holy fuck out of, sorry for my language, but Oklahoma State. Gundy's probably gonna get fired. But
Yeah, he
other
will.
than that, yeah.
After that,
You want to do picks, Josh, or you want to get into week 3?
week 3.
I'd love to get into week 3.
Let's do it.
Let's start it off with a classic. The best team in the Big 12 right now, Kansas State at Arizona.
Funnily enough, I think I don't know if Arizona's the best team in the Big 12, but they got to be up there.
Oh, I was.
You know who's not? Kansas State.
didn't.
Utah's the best team in the Big 12. I think
Utah's
Josh
the
was-
best team, but Arizona's up there.
That's one thing we didn't mention was Kansas State losing to Army.
I saved that because I saw this was the first game. Just
Yeah.
you can add it in there.
Yeah, Kansas State, was it in overtime they lost?
Did you see the
Yeah, it was
dude? Did you
overtime.
see the Kansas State fan that said if Kansas State loses to Army, I'll enlist.
Yeah.
He better. What school was it where the dude said he a cup of dog crap and he didn't?
That
Florida
was Florida
State.
Was
We
it
had
Florida
a whole
State?
bit
But,
last
but
year.
then the Kalen DeBoer account did it when they Vandy and he never ate the dog crap.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
yeah, Kansas State looks like dog shit. Arizona, I mean, they've played Weber State in Hawaii, but they've put up 40 both times. Noah Fafita, he's a junior this year. Last week against Weber State, I'll admit that, went for 373 yards in one half of football with 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a 294.7 QBR. The guy was a freak as a freshman. If you listen to my other podcasts that I used to do, I wrote him real hard his freshman year. He was one of my favorites for the Heisman going into last year. He looked like shit last year, but it looks like he might be back.
Auburn legend Noah Fafita for sure.
Yes, Auburn legend Noah
He was at
Fafita.
Auburn.
No, but
He almost
Auburn tampered with him his freshman year when he
Did
was
they?
really fucking good.
Yeah, when he cooked with
Like
Tet.
when he was coming in December, like they fucking tried, and then last year he basically tried to get a visit, and Auburn said no.
So for me,
the reason he was so bad last year is because DeBoer, right, goes to Alabama. His coach got sniped by Washington, and the new coach didn't use him right last
He
year.
did have a first round NFL pick and wide receiver with him.
And
to
a
be
left he also lost his left tackle after his freshman season.
No, I'm saying even in his sophomore season, he still
Yeah,
had
I
a
know,
first round.
yeah.
He still had a first round.
um,
I'm taking Arizona State.
yeah, there's no way.
It's Arizona. It's not Arizona State.
Arizona. I'm taking. Who said Arizona State? Somebody said Arizona State.
Wasn't me.
There's no way I'm not taking Arizona for this game. Kansas State has looked horrible. I mean, they barely got their first win, and now they're 1-2. I don't know what happened to that team. I mean, this was a team I thought was a college football playoff team, and now they're already out pretty much.
Yeah, they were my.
Yeah, they're
Big 12.
0-2, and one of their losses is Army. I mean, you're done.
I guess
You're done.
technically they could win the Big 12.
They
and
could
then
win the Big 12. That's their only path.
but they can't lose again really in the Big 12 because there'd
Mhm.
already be 2 Big 12 losses. Give me Arizona to end that really quickly.
There's
Well,
no
I'm
way-
seeing 2-10 right here.
This
Right
would be this would be their third game, right? Yeah, they're one. No, this is their fourth game. I was gonna say if they lose this one,
They're done. They're done.
well, yes, obviously they're done, but
But they're
maybe you see what's his fuck red shirt if he hasn't redshirted already. I
Mhm.
don't know if he has or not, but he can't. He would have to before this game. So
that happened with somebody last year. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, but Give me Arizona cover the 1.5. I mean, they're at home. Kansas State lost to Army. Arizona's undefeated. There's no way I'm picking Kansas State in this game. I like Avery Johnson a lot, but there's still no way I'm picking. They lost to Army.
63% of the money is on Arizona. Kind of scary.
Yeah.
But you think this will be a money line this will be an even bet at the end of the week, probably.
I mean, it's even right now. It's 1.5. You know, I mean, that's
It'd
as
be
even as it gets.
It'd be
That's
a
as-
pick 'em. I mean, a
this
straight
is a
up
pick 'em.
pick 'em.
No, this is as even as it gets. They never give you a half a point.
Max, what do you think?
You know, I want to say Arizona, but then something tells me that I think Kansas State is probably more talented, you know, but they just.
Yeah, the team that lost to Army is more talented.
I mean,
you can
talent
you
is
can-
not a
Yeah,
like
you can
talent's
have a
not
lot
a
of
win
talent
loss.
in like,
But they
know,
also almost lost to North Dakota. Like they're a bad football team, guys.
Well, hold on a second.
they
North
also
Dakota is
played
probably
Iowa
better than
State really
Army.
close too.
So they play close games and lose, unless they get lucky. Because let's admit they got lucky in that North Dakota game. They should be
Yeah,
0-3.
his point is they're talented. That doesn't mean you win. Like most,
I don't think a talented team
Yeah,
lets
bro.
North Dakota hang
I mean,
around.
last year
I don't
Nick
think
Saban
a
predicted
talented
Florida
team.
State to win the ACC because he said he thought they had the most talent. Like
Who?
you can be talented and suck.
I'll be honest with you.
I don't
Just
think
a comparison. When two talented teams play, there's more likely an outcome of a blowout than two shitty teams playing each other. Like, go look at some of those Alabama Clemson national championship games. I mean, was Alabama really that bad, or was Clemson really that bad? No. It's just when you got a lot of talent and either way, and you play really good or you play really bad, there's more variation.
Are you
But-
taking Kansas State? I wouldn't.
No.
You're not.
No, fuck no.
I'm glad we had that discussion, Ben.
is very productive.
Josh, who do you have?
I have Arizona. I already said it.
All right. Well, next up, New Mexico at UCLA.
Yeah, this is only on here because of how bad UCLA is. 15.5. I don't know. Maybe Nico figures it out, but I wouldn't bet on it.
I don't know much about New Mexico. Give me the under. Give me under 52.5. That's what I'll take of this game.
I would look the other way. They're both outside of the top 100 in points allowed per game.
Give me UCLA minus 15.5. I think they take their frustrations out in this game. New Mexico didn't look great against Michigan.
65% of the money on New Mexico.
Okay. Max?
Who the fuck we on right now?
UCLA, New Mexico.
Oh shit, New Mexico.
Somebody needs to clip that.
Let's get on to the next one. That one was more just kind of an excuse to shit on bad teams.
Bama, Wisconsin.
We're in Bama's Wisconsin already. All right.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all go.
It's 20.5 and the total is 52.5.
Max, take over.
Oh man. That's a lot of points there. I mean, I know Wisconsin sucks, but we can suck too.
That's what she said.
Good one, Taylor.
Thanks.
Slap your neck. But no, I'll take Bama to cover just because I hate Wisconsin so much that they suck so bad. But it really wouldn't surprise me if it's a low scoring game and we win 31-17 or something like that.
That would be a Wisconsin cover, but okay.
No, that's what he's saying. He wouldn't be shocked if that happens. That's why he was hesitating to do it.
Yeah.
Dumbass. Anyways,
I'm
gonna go real quick and then
talk Auburn and Alabama.
I'm gonna go real quick because I don't have much to add this. There's no way I can pick Wisconsin to cover anything after I watched Wisconsin Alabama play last year. That was the most lopsided college football game I've ever seen. Josh talked about that in Let's Time Lines today or yesterday.
I don't know.
I can't remember, but it was.
I think it was yesterday.
It was yesterday. But
no, it was today. I rolled the tide today.
Today, yeah, because he did Auburn on Monday.
I did Auburn the other day. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I can't take Wisconsin. I'm taking Bama cover. No logic. I just watched them play on the field last year in Wisconsin, and it was terrible.
Yeah, I'm the same reason they also struggled against Miami of Ohio. Like, sure, you skunked them 17-0. You didn't cover. So
That's
if you're
embarrassing.
not covering against Miami of Ohio, get fucked.
Yeah. Alex?
Yeah, I'm taking Bama to cover the 20.5. I think obviously Florida State game, the main thing that happened was I think we were just not aware that they were going to be that good, and that kind of took us off guard. I think this Bama team is actually good. I really do. And offense looked great, obviously, at Louisiana Monroe. But Ty Simpson didn't throw an incompletion, had a lot of good running plays, good passing plays. And I think we might beat them 42-0. Yep. Wisconsin.
I will say this. Sorry, I wasn't trying to cut you off.
You're fine.
If this line went up a point, I'd probably be on the other side.
Okay.
I'd probably flip if it was 21, but if you're not going to make me have 3 touchdowns, I'm going to be pretty happy.
Cool. All right, next up, Clemson at Georgia Tech, plus 3.5, over under 52.5. Clemson obviously down for a good bit against Troy last week, and Georgia Tech has played very well. Offense looks good. This is at Georgia Tech this year, and man, Clemson is making me feel like Georgia Tech is going to cover this, but I think they were sleepwalking, and I do think Clemson covers the 3.5. I think it's probably just a 1 touchdown game and they win, but it would not surprise me at all if Georgia Tech actually beat them, but I'm just going to count on Clemson sleepwalking last week.
I'm not. Georgia Tech's winning this game outright, but I'll take them at 3.5.
Okay.
Clemson owns this rivalry, and that's what this is. This is a rivalry. They play it every year. But they also dog walk the piss out of Georgia Tech whenever they play at Georgia Tech.
Mhm.
So I'll take Clemson for that reason.
I'm going with Taylor. I got Georgia Tech covering. I think they're going to win the game. I think Clemson and LSU are both fraudulent. People acting like they were just the best teams in the country. Not so fast. I don't think so. You saw what they both did
Shout out Corso.
the next week. Yeah, shout out Corso. But
I hate you so much for this next line, Josh.
Hang on, I got one more thing I want to say about this game.
Nice.
Okay.
So, I forgot it, but I did. Oh, the under. 2 really good defenses. I like the under.
Did you pick Max?
yeah, Georgia Tech.
Okay.
Let me add one thing. Hands King, touchdown, anytime touchdown. 1.5, 2.5, doesn't matter. Look at it. Always a good bet.
Classic Big Ten rivalry coming up next
baby.
game. Oregon at Northwestern, baby.
Why is this on here?
I hate you
because-
so much for this. I hate you so much.
Because Northwestern lost to Tulane outright, and Oregon's been beating the brakes off people all year. The line's only 27.5.
Make this your sneak.
No, hammer the fuck out of it. I want everyone to know it.
I have Oregon covering.
Oregon
I have
will
Oregon cover 28.5. Max,
Oregon cover.
Is it 28? I thought it was 27.
you have it at 28 on here.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll take 28.5. I don't give a fuck, dude. Maybe buy at 1 point just to get it through that number, but I ain't a pussy.
Next up, Taylor Thompson. Do you want to go first or last for this one?
I'll go last. I'll go ahead and get your stuff out.
All right, University of South Alabama at Auburn, minus 24.5. Over under is 54.5. Let me just say, we're jagging off this week. The Jags are covering the 24.5 points against Auburn. Auburn couldn't cover against Ball State.
Brother. It was 43.
They had to cover 40.
I'm talking. You're last.
Can't cover.
You go last. You can't cover. Good teams win. Great teams cover. Sorry. Anyways.
You're 1-1, dumbass.
Hey, I'm talking. Thank you. So South Alabama will cover this 24.5. I still think Auburn's probably going to win like 42-21 or probably like 35-14, something like that. But South Alabama has a decent team. Auburn's going to have to run the ball a little bit more. They're not going to be able to air it out as much as they did last week or attempt to. But yeah, I'll take South Alabama cover 24.5.
It's early season. I'm not going to say it's not early season. But with the early season statistics, you have the number 10 rushing offense in the country going in to face the number, where'd it go?
They
number
suck.
125th
Rushing.
rushing defense. And it's in Auburn, and it's another tune-up. And you said good team win, great teams cover. South Alabama didn't cover against School of the Blind. So I I'll take Auburn.
South Alabama
Yeah.
covered last week. I don't know
They
what
covered against
talking about.
Tulane. They did. I'll give them credit for that. But they did not cover against School of the fucking Blind.
Doesn't matter.
Maxwell's.
I'm taking Auburn.
Thank you.
You're
So
up, Taylor. Come on.
to counter, to not counter, but to add on, this is the stat out. Shout out Josh for pulling that up because I was going to use it. South Alabama's rush defense is terrible, and so far Auburn's looks very good. Now you could argue, I will give Alex this
Jackson
point.
Arnold can't throw the ball, so might as well run it, right?
I was 24-28 last week. So I mean, do we really know if he can't?
School of the Blind.
Right, but if he throws it against Baylor because they force him to throw it, then you go, Hugh Freeze, you dumbass. So I mean, you can't win there. But that's fair. My point is does Auburn do another week where they're like, okay, we know we could run for 800 yards and win by whatever. We need to throw the ball to get ready for Oklahoma because we're not going to be able to do that. I personally think Auburn still covers. 43.5 was just so much. It was a lot. And I think Auburn is going to run the ball a little bit this week. Now, I will say this, kind of scary. Damari Austin still questionable. He didn't play last week. And then our third string running back, Darrell Robinson, had a fucking blood clot when he woke up on Sunday morning. A
Crazy.
major blood clot that he had to go to UAB to get cut out. So he's out for a while. So
I
Jeremiah
think they took a
Cobb-
little bit extra just to make sure he didn't have to play. They're sabotaging.
Jeremiah Cobb is good to go. I think he's a better running back of the two anyways. You might see Alvin Henderson. You might see Omar Mabson from Auburn High School. So could be a little, I don't know. I'm taking him to cover. It is 11:45, so I don't really blame anybody if they don't touch this. But the line, if it goes down a little bit more, I love it. But I'm gonna ride with it here. If it goes down like 21, because it opened at 25, went down to 21, back up 24. So I'll take Auburn to cover though.
Even if it gets under the 24, because that's 3 touchdowns and a field
Mhm.
goal. I mean, important football numbers. Get
Yeah,
it under 24, even that would be a little nicer.
but in-state team. So Auburn does the in-state thing. They don't shy away from it like somebody else in the state.
Oh
So.
yeah, remember Jacksonville State?
Right, but you're too afraid to play them, so
Oh,
you
you
would
were
never
scared.
know. You would never know. So
I'm surprised y'all signed up again after they almost beat y'all. So
we actually play the teams in our state. We're not
We played
pussies.
South Florida the past 2 years. They're pretty good.
We're talking about teams in our state.
oh,
They're
Alabama
not very
scared of
good.
Stanford.
Alabama State.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Alabama scared of
We
Stanford.
have played
confirmed.
Alabama State.
Yeah, I played them a few times.
Let's move on to one of the best games of the week, guys. We got Georgia at Tennessee? Question mark? I don't know.
It is at Tennessee.
Yeah,
And this
Georgia at
line, real
Tennessee.
quick, Josh, when you first
I
opened.
know all about it. I know
Okay,
all
cool.
about it. Let
All right,
I
just
got
making
it.
He knows
I know
everything.
ball. I know ball. The line is plus 4.5. It opened at 7.5 and plummeted very quickly. Totals 49.5. Who wants to start?
I'll go real quick because this is my lock. Georgia's covering this. I think this is an overreaction of the Austin P game where it was raining and they started earlier, 4 hours earlier than they were supposed to, and Georgia just doesn't really give a shit. Georgia has beat Tennessee. Is it 2016 when the Hail Mary happened in Athens? That's the last time
Yeah.
Tennessee won. So it's like
Hold on a second.
Tennessee hasn't won this game since 2016.
Yes,
Oh,
hold on, wait. Georgia is not favored.
no, Georgia is favored by
Georgia's
3.5.
favored.
Okay. I was
It opened up with Georgia being favored by like 7.5, and then
Yeah.
it plummeted. So
It plummeted to 3.5. It's rebounded to 4.5. We're at 4.5.
I will
right
take
now.
Georgia at 4.5 to cover. This is a classic, like, oh, Georgia sucks. And then they're just going to come in here and they might only give up 14 points. Because this is another thing where they're like, Tennessee's offense is averaging 57 points a game. They played Syracuse and some smaller school.
Eastern Tennessee State University.
Eastern Tennessee State. So let's hold on there. Georgia just owns Tennessee. Also, I would love Georgia to be undefeated going into Auburn night game. So selfish reasons, take Georgia.
I'm taking Tennessee to cover. Georgia's offense hasn't looked that impressive to me. I will say Tennessee's defense really hasn't impressed me too much either, but their offense has, and I think they'll be able to put up enough points. I still think Georgia wins, but I think this game's probably like a 28-24 or 21-17, something like that. But I'll take Tennessee cover 4.5 points.
If you think Tennessee covers and Georgia wins, you should parlay that. When their line's that tight, the parlays go crazy.
That Max, Josh, who's next?
I'll take Tennessee to cover. I don't trust Gunnar Stockton too much. Um, so yeah, I just think Tennessee. I think they're defensively they're not as good as they were last year, but I think they're good enough to cause him some issues, and I think their offense is better than it was last year. So I'll take Tennessee to cover.
Hey, can I real quick point before you go, Josh? This is an interesting game for Tennessee because if they do somehow win this game, they will be only an underdog, probably bet wise, in one more game this year. Now that Florida looks like they suck,
Yep.
it'll be Bama, of course, in Tuscaloosa. So if they were somehow to win this game, they will be favored in every other game they play.
Yep.
The only thing that worries me with Tennessee here is their pass defense is atrocious. It's so bad. It's 104th in the country, and Kirby Smart's smart enough to really beat that drum. Before I looked at that, I was leaning Tennessee. I'm gonna flip back to Georgia.
Gunnar Stockton's
you-
gonna have to show me that he's gonna sling it.
Can you attest the bad pass defense to just using backups because you're up 60-0 in the ETSU and the Syracuse game? Syracuse has got a decent pass game. Also, I'll give them that.
So the website I used to get this doesn't count FCS opponents.
So it's just a Syracuse
It's
game.
just
then.
the Syracuse game. They gave up they gave up 274 yards in the Syracuse game.
Okay. I mean,
And
I'm
that's
with you. I'm
Syracuse, that's
taking
not Georgia.
I'm taking Georgia. I mean, I think Syracuse might have a better quarterback than Georgia. That's the problem. I
Georgia's
think
also just all around the better team, according to the numbers.
the dude on Twitter that's a Georgia guy said that he thinks Georgia won't give up an offensive touchdown in this game.
I don't know about all that.
The
Tennessee's
Brooks
pretty
guy,
good.
the Brooks guy on Twitter, Max, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He said this is
Grind the
prediction.
tape.
Yeah, he says they won't score a touchdown in this game.
Who? Tennessee?
Yes.
Well,
Great.
I'll slap him on the neck.
All right, USF at Miami. Miami's favored by 17.5 points. The over-under is 56.5. Max, I kind of want you to talk about this one because you were the guy originally on USF, like talking about how good they are. Now they're going at Miami, gets Carson Beck, apparently the Heisman favorite right now. Obviously, South Florida, big win last week against Florida. Miami already had their big win against Notre Dame. What do you have for this?
What's the line?
17.5.
Same thing as the Florida game last week. Same exact line. Or it might have been 16.5 at this point. So. It feels like a trap.
Yeah, I'll take Miami to you know what? Nah, fuck it. I'm riding with South Florida. South Florida covers.
I'm on the same boat as you. Byron Brown been looking great.
He's been balling.
Running the ball, passing the ball, he's slinging it around, and also the South Florida defense. I mean, they look good, and obviously, I know Miami has a lot together, but Miami really tried to give that game away against Notre Dame. I know it's at home, but South Florida and Miami. I mean, obviously it's at Miami, but they will have their fans there, however many fans there are.
They went to Florida and won.
South Florida team,
good.
They have a decent fan base and they show up.
They're good. I'm taking South Florida.
Their big fan base to battle and like their big game in the state of Florida this year that they're gonna have to deal with a crowd was Florida. It's not Miami.
Yeah, Miami doesn't have fans.
That you can't
better
use
things to do in Miami than go to a Miami football game.
Exactly.
And, I know some people are probably going to say, well, South Florida has been kind of maybe sneaking up. They don't have to sneak up. They are a good team. They have good quarterback play and they have a good defense. I will not be. I mean, I'm picking them to cover, but I will not be shocked if South Florida actually wins this game. And if South Florida wins this game, we got to start talking about where they're going to be ranked.
They
have to be top 3. If they win this game, they have to be top 3.
I agree. They should
be
be
top 3.
Yeah.
Because if an SEC
Boise
team
State, who was ranked at the time, they're not ranked anymore, but they were ranked at the time. You beat Florida, which Florida's not great. We all know Florida's not great, but you also beat Florida outright when your starting quarterback sat for an entire half of football.
And Florida was ranked top 13 when they played that
Florida
game.
was ranked when they played.
So we figured out they weren't good because of South Florida. I mean, that could be a whole different discussion.
No, Florida. I think everyone should know Florida's not good. This is the second year in a row. People are like, "Oh, Florida's going to be the best 4-8 team in the country because of how hard their schedule is." It doesn't matter how good you. It doesn't. If you're going 4-8, you're not a good football team.
He's not making it at the end of the year. If an SEC team, to your point, had the start to the schedule, they would be number 1 team in the country. Same thing with the Big Ten team, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They mean,
You
so
go and you beat two top 25 opponents the first 2 weeks. Yeah.
Mhm.
They have the
You guys
best
were-
resume in the country. I'm
you
sorry,
guys
I
were
keep
talking
stepping
about-
on you, but
you guys were talking about Bowen. Bryce Brown, is that his name? What's his name? The quarterback?
Max, what's his name?
Byron Brown.
Byron
Byron Brown.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry for that. You should check out our TikTok because Max called that week 1 in his picks.
Yeah.
Week 0. No, week 1. Thursday night.
Well, he had the bet placed last November. So
Josh, what are you taking? I stepped over you because you didn't get to pick.
No, I'm taking USF, and
Okay.
Alex kind of beat me to it on the money line thing. I think there's a very high chance they win this on the money line. And the 17.5 is disrespectful. I think it should be lower than 10.
If you're gonna take a money line, take this one, I think. So that's my opinion. USF plus 17.5. Because there will be a few people that say this is a trap. They're giving them the same line as Florida. I just don't buy into
Good
that.
team. They're a good team, and they got a pretty
Yeah.
good defense too.
the
Their defense
I know, I'm just
kept
saying,
them
like,
in it
trap
in the
line.
first
Yeah.
half when
The
Byron
trap
They
did
didn't
that.
play their best
Like
game.
I checked the score of that football game at like middle of the second quarter because I wasn't able to watch it. I'm like, this isn't going to be good because when I placed the bet, I didn't know Byron was out the first half, and I saw it was 6-3. I'm like, oh fuck, they have
And
a
it's-
defense too.
15-9 going to the fourth quarter. I mean, they didn't play their best game and they won at Florida. I mean, tell me how many SEC teams have been able to say that since 2006? Not many.
Let me give credit to the coach for like not letting him play the first half too, because what was it? He was sitting out there for like not going to like practice, like he was late or something, or
Yeah, I don't remember, but I remember hearing that after I placed the bet, and I'm like, they're actively trying to lose a very important game on their schedule.
coach probably knew they're good. He's like, it doesn't matter. We're gonna still be able to handle it. But let's go to another game, another great game. We're about to go on a list of great games, by the way. Vandy at South Carolina. South Carolina favored 4.5. It's a night game. Over under 48.5. I'm gonna give you my take. South Carolina is going to win this game. That over of 48.5 is about to be blown out of the water. They're about to score some points, and I particularly think it's going to be South Carolina that's going to run the score up. I know Vandy had a big week last week. They were down early, but then they just blew Virginia Tech out of the water. Diego Pavia is scary, but he's not as scary as Lenore Sellers at a night game at home at South Carolina. They're going to be playing the what's the song?
Sandstorm.
Sandstorm. It's going to be crazy. I've witnessed it. It's terrifying. It's going to be a good game. South Carolina is going to cover the 4.5, and the over is going to hit.
You can still get Sellers at plus 2,200 to be the Heisman. By the way, that's an absolute fucking steal. You should hammer that. I'll probably hammer that this week. Yeah, statistically, Vandy's the better team. I don't give a fuck. I'm a cock rider. South Carolina's going to cover.
Okay. I'm taking Vandy to cover. I don't know if they'll win, but I think they'll cover. Max.
Vandy cover. Vandy was my daddy since last year, and I'm worried Daddy might be coming home.
You got the milk.
Hey, I'll give it to them. They look good. They look good.
Ole Miss, Arkansas.
Taylor, talk about this.
This is a weird one because it's 7.5, and there's a reason why the line's dropping. And just to tell everybody, we're betting this Wednesday night. I have no idea what the line bet on Saturday. Apparently, Austin Simmons, as you know, at the end of the Kentucky game, he got hurt. The rumor is they're preparing for him to not play. I don't remember the dude that's the backup, what his name is. They don't really have a great backup. So I personally am going to take. Now, this is going to sound weird. For some reason, I also wouldn't be surprised if Lane Kiffin is just being an asshole right now and he starts Austin Simmons and they win. And that's what I'm going to guess. But so I'm going to take Ole Miss to cover 7.5 at home because Arkansas has no defense. And this is Arkansas's first challenge. They have not played a legit team yet. Arkansas State and Alabama A&M. Ole Miss has at least gone to Kentucky. But be aware, Austin Simmons might not play this week.
Josh,
In fact, that preparing for him
Sorry.
not to play.
I'm Josh.
Josh, go ahead and tell him what you're doing because I know what you're doing. I know you're going to say it.
What am I doing?
You
Hog
hog
Hog riding with Jalen Green? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're damn fucking right.
Yeah.
I'm hog riding with Jalen Green, baby.
I knew it. I knew it. I could see it in your eyes.
I haven't even looked at the fucking stats. Hang on, let me look at
Arkansas
the fucking stats.
lost this game like 70-21 at home last year. I
What's
will
the
say
line?
this.
That
So they
was
have
with
a
Jackson
no.
Dart.
My point is they do have like a what do you call like a
A chip on their shoulder.
chip
That's
on
the
their
word?
shoulder? Yeah, chip on their shoulder. So
Here, I'm gonna go.
Arkansas, fourth in points per game,
There
third
you
in
go.
total offense, first in rushing offense, second.
they've barely
or tw-
played an
22nd
FBS
in
team.
passing off. I know. I said that before I gave the stats. 22nd in passing offense, first on third downs. Hog Rider!
Little
We're posting that one on TikTok.
Little factoid for you. Prattville legend Cam Shanks at Arkansas.
Punt returner.
That's right. But
He's
wide
really.
receiver.
I'm telling you, he's a really good player.
Cam
I'm
Shanks.
surprised Alabama or Auburn didn't pick him up. He was.
I'm shocked he's not at Auburn because he was a Liberty commit when he was at Liberty.
I thought that was a no-brainer that he was gonna go to Auburn after that. But he's a really good. You might see something special from him this year. That's why I'm taking Arkansas to cover.
Plus, you're getting Arkansas with a touchdown and a hook. That's another
Exactly.
thing. Like,
I will say-
kind of huge.
I will say I can't stress this enough. Place this bet unless you're doing a parlay 30 minutes before the game or an hour and a half.
I would say place it now.
I mean, if you're confident,
it's going to move through 7.5.
okay. If you're confident in Arkansas, place it now. I'm saying if you want to bet Ole Miss, is my point. Just wait.
I'm taking Arkansas 7.5. They beat the mighty Alabama A&M, and not many people can say that right now.
Facts, bro.
Ole Miss, they lost me $200 last week, letting Kentucky kick that field goal. Taylor Green, Cam Shanks, Ole Miss. If Austin Simmons doesn't play, that's even better. I like the 7 with a hook. So yeah, give me Arkansas. Hog riding, baby.
I guess my point was if you want to bet Ole Miss, let the line go down with the news that he's not playing, and if you're still confident, you could probably get it like 4.5. Is that fair to say? Is that you get what I'm saying, Josh?
If you
want to bet,
it's probably going to go to 5.5 realistically.
Right. So if
it's
you
not going to have enough time to move.
My point is, if you're stubborn and you're an Ole Miss fan for whatever reason, and you want the points, wait till the end. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. If you're
Arkansas,
if you're on Arkansas with this, then you need to
get them
ride.
now before
Get them now. Yeah.
before it moves.
Yeah.
Next one.
Up, Florida versus Florida at LSU. LSU is a 7.5 point favorite, over under 47.5. Both teams looked bad last week. Only one of them lost though, and that was Florida against South Florida. We already kind of spoke about that, but LSU looked bad against whoever they were playing. It was who was it? Louisiana? Just Louisiana?
Louisiana Tech.
Louisiana Tech.
But that's a rivalry
Tech's
game.
got a good defense though.
It's a rivalry game.
I'll get this one started off. I'm gonna take Florida to cover. They're covering 7.5. And I personally think that they just lost to a really good team in South Florida. And LSU, obviously it's at home. I still think LSU wins, but I will have Florida cover.
I'm going to fucking kill him.
Go ahead, Josh.
All right, I'm going to take LSU minus 7.5. LSU has a fucking Heisman contender for a reason. They're ranked highly for a fucking reason. Florida's dog shit. That's all I got for you.
What did you take, Alex?
I have Florida covering.
Okay.
It's at LSU, yeah.
I got LSU as well too.
It's at LSU though.
Yes, it is night game in Baton Rouge, 6:30.
LSU cover.
I will say to Alex's defense, we'll let Josh go last on the next game. This would not be talking about on the next game. This would be that type of game where Florida loses South Florida and they go to Baton Rouge and they beat LSU.
Yeah,
that would be funny as shit.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. LSU, I mean, obviously they beat Clemson, great game. He did look good, but last week, I mean, they really haven't been that impressive to me. I know beating Clemson at Clemson is huge.
Weird game.
Florida hasn't either.
What did they score? 14 points.
It was they got a touchdown taken away from talking about LSU at Clemson.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I will say this is a new thing, and we'll let the Big Ten guy not talk about this because he's not here. But the SEC is getting to an age where the bottom is still not very bad, so you're still gonna have games where teams that should win don't.
Exactly.
So just
the bottom of the SEC is worse than the bottom of the Big Ten.
That's the biggest bullshit statement ever.
It's
the
not.
bottom,
It's
the bottom of the Big Ten.
Okay, stop. Time out. Cut off the bottom 4 because we have 4 more teams than you do. If you guys had to add 4 teams to the SEC,
Who's your 16th place team in the Big Ten right now? Would they beat
don't
Arizona
fucking
State?
know.
Would they beat Arizona State?
I don't fucking
We
know
already did
who
this,
they
guys.
are.
We already did this.
We
and
literally-
Mississippi
we
State
figured it
beat
Can
out.
we move on
Arizona
to the
State.
next one? You guys
Yes.
tried to attack the Big Ten when I wasn't sitting here. Nice
No,
try.
I was talking about betting SEC games because the bottom is getting better. That's all. I promise you, that's all I was saying. You can go back and watch the
It's
box.
getting better. I think the middle's getting worse.
Okay. Anyways, let's go because you still have Josh's bullshit to get through.
Next up, Texas A&M at Notre Dame. Texas A&M has not played anybody. This is going to be their first game playing against somebody good.
Give me A&M.
Notre Dame already played against Miami.
Give me A&M. I'm going piss.
Me too, A&M.
Nice.
But I'm not going piss. But A&M.
Yeah, the 6.5 for Notre Dame is just so much for me. So I'm going to also take A&M to cover, but I do think Notre Dame wins this. I think Notre Dame's defense is still good. I know they gave up some points to Miami, but A&M and Reed, I'm still going to have to wait and see if I trust him enough yet to actually win the game. And if he wins this one, then I might start picking A&M more later in the season. But yeah, give me A&M to cover this, but Notre Dame's going to win.
Okay. Josh, go back to back right here, buddy.
I'm trying to find the
'Cause I-
fucking. I'm trying to find a stat for. Well, fine, whatever. I'm on Notre Dame. I don't know. I like them more. Didn't Notre Dame win this one last year? That's what I was trying to find. Was last year's score.
Notre Dame won this game
Or did
last
they?
year.
Or was it tight and they lost? But it was
No,
in-
they won it because it's the reason they made it to the playoff game, even though they lost to Northern Illinois.
Found it. Fuck, I found it. Okay.
It was like 17. It was very.
It was 23-13, and it was in Texas A&M. Now they're at home. I'll
Mm.
lay the 6.5, especially if it goes through the touchdown. Don't touch it. I would stay away. I wouldn't place a bet on it.
Notre
So the
Dame's
fact
not
that
as good as they are last year. A&M is better than they were last year.
Doesn't
I agree
matter.
on that. I agree on that because Marcel Reed didn't even play in that game. That was what's his name?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Josh, lead this one off, and we're gonna let you carry the most of this, whatever you want to talk about on this Iowa UMass game, and then we'll just pick.
Dude, I don't fucking know. Like, it's Iowa. Like, I never know what to do with Iowa. Our defense is great. Our offense is shit. Offense has been especially shit this year after looking like a little bit better last year. 35.5 is so many, but Iowa also has one game a year where they actually put up a bunch of points. And the Minutemen defense is so bad. Like, I don't have a pick. I'm not putting a bet on this. You literally
But you have a pick. You don't have a bet. You tell me.
I don't even have that.
Give
Well,
a
there's-
pick.
Under
Give a
42
pick.
and a half. Under 42.5. Fuck.
Okay, we'll take. That's fine. That's acceptable. But you cannot say I am not putting anything down.
I will win this game, but give me UMass to cover 35 and a
Probably,
half
yeah.
points.
You're
I can't.
probably not wrong.
I mean, it'll probably be like 35-3.
I agree. This game will not be close. You're never going to think I was going to lose, but UMass will cover 35.5. Max,
Minutemen versus the Hawkeyes.
35.5. The over under is 42.5.
We'll take the Minutemen.
Okay.
I'm a Minuteman myself.
Shout out.
Hey, it works.
I came. Who cares?
Minute's pretty long, if you ask me. Last up, Duke at Tulane.
This got some spice to it.
Tulane undefeated. Duke looked better last week, even though they still lost to Illinois. They actually have a really good quarterback, definitely a dual threat guy. Tulane 2-0. Man,
And the Duke quarterback is going to play his old team.
yeah. Give me Tulane. Tulane covers 1.5.
Me too. Tulane covers this. Duke's
Maxwell.
Duke's not very good.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
going
Duke looked like
Tulane.
Duke looked like shit against Elon. They really looked like shit against Illinois. Tulane's looked pretty good. They struggled a little bit last week, but they'll bounce back. They'll get this one at home.
Everybody, that's a squad ride on Tulane.
Tulane, especially at 1.5. Like, you're gonna give me a
Yeah,
pick 'em on
this-
Tulane against Duke.
Yeah, I don't understand that. It's Josh's bullshit
Josh
time.
yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
hang on. I gotta get my note. But I'm ready for it. Let's see. I don't even remember what I put on here.
Bro, you got 8 games on here.
I know.
You got
baby,
8?
I know.
These-
Well, it's really 7 and one's a little tidbit. That's all.
Okay.
So New Mexico at Louisiana Tech.
I respect the last one.
Lots of defense and a lot of bad offense in both sides.
Fuck
Take
you,
the
Onyx.
under 43.5.
Okay.
East Carolina at Coastal Carolina. Coastal is dog shit at football. Take East Carolina -7.5. Jacksonville State at Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern lost to an FCS team last week. Don't remember who, but they did do that. They probably aren't going to win a game all year. Give me Jacksonville State plus 3.5, or you can even take the money line. Georgia Southern's awful against the run, and JSU runs the fuck out of the ball. Navy at Tulsa. A lot of running, a lot of defense. Navy's better at both. Take the under 53.5. That's too many points in this game. SMU at Missouri State. Take SMU minus 27.5. Missouri State looks like shit in their first year as in the FBS. Welcome to the big leagues, guys. It's hard to play here. I don't know what to tell you. Oregon State at Texas Tech. Take Texas Tech minus 24.5. Oregon State's dog shit. The total on this game is 61.5. The books must think Texas Tech is going to score 61 on their own somehow because Oregon State doesn't play offense. A late ad, Akron at UAB. Akron hasn't scored a point all fucking season. Yes, UAB's defense is dog shit, but because their defense is so dog shit, their passing offense is amazing, and Akron's pass defense isn't great. Take UAB minus, I think it's 10.5 currently. Hopefully it comes through that 10 number. I would love it at 9.5 more, but we're going to take 10.5 for the sake of the show. Finally, Penn State has not covered a big number yet all season. They play an FCS team. Someone help me.
Penn State plays. Oh, is it Villanova?
Yes,
this is
it's
Villanova. This is the
It's
most
Villanova.
absurd non-conference game ever. Like, fuck
It's
off.
Villanova, so it's the line's 48.5. I'm not going to tell you to take Villanova plus 48.5 because Villanova is very, 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 very bad at football.
Yeah, this is not.
I'm
on the
just
hardwood.
saying to check this out. Like this,
I'm
not
Penn
trying
State has not covered a big number yet.
I'm not trying to get you riled up, Josh, but I would just like to say that whenever an SEC school plays like an FCS team, you like to point out how we play. Some of these FCS schools that the Big Ten schools play, are you fucking serious? Ohio State played Grambling fucking
They're
State.
FCS
Like,
schools, dude. Everyone plays an FCS school. I'm not going to get into this
Auburn
argument
doesn't
with
play
you. It's
schools that
pointless.
that only have basketball teams that people know about. Most people don't even know Villanova has a football team. You know that?
I didn't know it before. That's not.
Yeah.
Everyone plays an FCS school. What the fuck do
Now,
you want me
in
to
your
say?
defense, Iowa doesn't normally do it, but the Penn States.
I couldn't tell you the last time we did actually.
Well,
I
when you do
really
it,
couldn't.
when you do it, it's like North Dakota State or North
Right.
Dakota or something like that. But I'm just saying, these Ohio States and these Penn States and some of these other teams, like, shut the fuck up. Don't bitch at me when we play Mercer because Auburn plays Mercer this
Wait,
year.
It's just a joke. Like, chill the fuck out.
Wait, Taylor, who?
I'm not talking
Everyone
about you,
plays-
Josh. I'm
everyone
not talking
plays
about
an
you,
FCS
Josh.
school.
I'm not talking about you,
Everyone
Josh.
plays
I'm
FCS
talking
schools.
about Big Ten Twitter
Taylor,
and
who, Taylor?
Dave dumbass Portnoy.
It's
Who,
not the
Taylor?
fact that we don't do it. It's the fact that you guys do it twice a year and we do it once a year.
No, actually, it's the fact that we do it in November for some reason because that makes it worse.
You guys do it twice a year typically. You can't anymore because they're changing how you guys do your scheduling. Thank Christ.
Indiana's not even playing in Power 4 school, and
You're
an
right.
SEC schools have to.
Okay, but if last year didn't happen, Indiana wouldn't be relevant and no one would give a fuck.
Well,
All right,
that's how it
good
should be.
job, guys. Let's go to our locks and our sneaks for college football, and then we'll get into some NFL talk. So, my lock, first lock. I'm undefeated in locks this year, just letting everybody know. Alabama's covering the 20.5 against Wisconsin. It's going to be a blowout. 42-0's on my mind, and I'm pretty confident in that one. So, who's up next for the lock?
I'll go real quick. My lock is Georgia. So I'm riding with the game of the week, I guess. Georgia minus 3.5, 4.5. I saw it on ESPN at 3.5, but I'll take 4.5. They cover that. They beat Tennessee. My sneak, and I feel good about this because Josh is really good at this stuff. And when he likes my sneak, I think I would normally win. He didn't like it last week, and the team actually outright lost, even though they were 9.5-point favorites. I like Eastern Michigan to cover the 24.5 at Kentucky.
So I don't hate it. I wanted to have this as part of my bullshit. I couldn't pick a side.
Well, that makes me feel good because I'm taking the team that gets 25 points, basically.
Yeah, the team that gets 25 points feels like a good spot to be.
Yeah.
All right, Max, well, actually, I didn't even tell my sneak because I thought we were just doing lock. So I'll go ahead and do my sneak too. USC 20.5 versus Purdue. USC's, I mean, they haven't played anybody yet, but watch out for them, actually. Watch out. Keep an eye. I'm just saying it. All right, who's up next for their sneak and their lock?
You gave it to Maxie, so I'm letting Maxie go.
Oh, go ahead. My lock is Boston College minus 12.5 versus Stanford. My sneak is the Akron Zips plus 11.5 versus UAB.
Josh hates that pick. It's okay.
I actively hate that pick. What did
Yeah,
you say? You say 12.5? The line's 10.5.
11.5 on ESPN.
10.5.
Uses ESPN.
10.5 is even better. Give him 10.5.
No, because I took 4.5, even though I could get 3.5 on mine.
We don't use ESPN. We use Blue Book. We use Kelly Blue Book.
Green
Book
Book's
over here.
better, but we're not ready for that conversation.
Yeah. Sometimes they are, but you really need to shop both books, honestly, to get the best picks, because some of them will fuck you on one and others will fuck you on others.
Wait, did you say, I thought you were talking about Boston College being 10.5, not Akron. Give him the one that's easier. If it's 12.5 for Akron, give him 12.5.
There's no shot it's 12.5. Double check it. There's no
Alex-
shot they're 2-point difference.
Alex, did you not pick Packers Lions this last week? Sorry, off topic.
Anyhow, I'm gonna
I
get
picked
my
the
sneak
Packers.
and lock. My lock's gonna be LSU
don't see
minus
it.
7.5.
I
Hey, I'm
picked
giving you
Packers.
my locks and my sneaks, guys. Thank you. I'm gonna take LSU minus 7.5 and Texas Tech minus 24.5 as my lock and my sneak in that order. NFL.
Real quick, because we picked 6 games. Alex went 3-3. I went 2-4. That was pretty bad, but I lost on some hooks, man. That sucks.
Hooks will get you.
Josh, you started out 0-1. You lost on a hook too. You lost Pittsburgh on the hook 1-1.
I don't bet NFL for a reason.
2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3. So you didn't lose money. Max, you went 1-1, 2-1, 2-2. 2-3, 2-4. Max, you went 2-4 with me. So we had 2 3-3s and 2 2-4s. I know, Alex, you gave all your picks, but we only picked 6 games. So
Well, let me say, if we're doing
can
all of
I
our
give
picks,
a reason why I hate betting NFL?
if we're gonna do all, listen, we might do all our picks for a yearly competition, but we're not gonna talk about it on the pod.
Can I explain why I absolutely fucking hate betting NFL?
Yes, because it's fair because you're a great college bettor. So I'll give you that.
Yeah. So college kind of has the same problem, but there's so many teams they can't do it as well. Sportsbooks know what everyone likes to bet on. They know everyone loves to bet on NFL. They devote so much time, energy, money, resources to studying the NFL. Every move that could happen, every play that happens, the lines are too tight. That's why I don't like betting NFL. There's no money to be made. You just said you lost, what, 2 or 3 on the hook last week?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're better at betting money. You're saying you should just bet money lines if you're going to do NFL.
You just shouldn't bet NFL. Realistically, if you want to make money sports betting, you should get really good at like tennis or soccer or like Asian soccer or some shit.
Yes, because on my 16 picks, we had 6 on here, but I think I lost 3 on the hook, dude. I lost 3 on the hook on the hook. Like the Steelers is a great one. Like Steelers were 2.5 and they win by 2. Like that sucks.
And college has the same issue, but it's harder because there's 130 something teams.
Mm-hmm.
But they also know the teams and the games that people are going to want to bet on the most, like Ohio State, Oregon, Alabama, Auburn, Florida State. So those games that
it matters. They get
games
good
that
lines.
matter, games that have national names attached to them, the lines are going to be really tight. That's why I really like giving you my bullshit picks on Group of 5 games, because Group of 5 they don't study as closely. The lines are a little looser, and if you know ball and you study it a little bit, you can get really advantageous lines.
It's funny to note that the original name for this podcast was Ball Knowers Podcast, but fuck you, whoever you have has that. So
let me just say, in this just money lines, I went 11-5. So
no, you had a great 16, but we picked 6, so we're gonna stick to about 6, 7 every week.
Pick my bad ones, man. Come on. Also, the Bears suck.
Yep.
Ooh, that was a turnaround, man.
True.
So we're going into a
Bears
little
are
week.
dog.
We're about an hour in, so let's do our week 1 recap. Daniel Jones is Jesus. All it took for him to become Peyton Manning was to leave the Giants. I'm just kidding. The Dolphins really suck, but it is kind of like a great running joke to like laugh at Giants people for watching Daniel Jones score on 7. They scored on every possession of every game. Tua, he might die this year with his offensive line. I don't mean that like as a joke, but like he might actually
You mean
die.
it for real?
Yes.
I think we're watching the last season of Tua's career.
No, he'll go somewhere else. He'll go
But
somewhere.
he needs to get out of there, man. I don't know what you think, Max, but I think Tua needs to get the hell out of there.
I do
He's
too. I
not
think
that bad.
he needs to leave that situation. I think that's a something waiting just to fall apart.
It's getting to the point where it's making him look worse than he actually is. Like
Yeah.
he's getting clipped on terrible throws, but if you look at it, you got defensive ends and the pros coming at him unblocked, and it's just like I would throw the ball too. I would get rid of it. I will say this: shout out to the Colts, like for taking Tyler. Like shout out to the Bears
He's good.
for not taking Tyler Warren. Shout out to the Bears
Tyler
for not
was
taking.
great.
The Colts did have a tight end last year, and they went from not having a tight end to borderline having the best tight end in the league.
Listen,
Pro Bowl.
all I'm
Pro Bowl.
gonna say on that, you guys can flip the Bears shit, flip me shit, I don't care. By the time the draft rolled around, it was a lot of people were coming around that Loveland was the better of the two players.
How?
Wow.
How?
We
Did
didn't. You didn't.
film?
We didn't get to have you on draft conversations, but I'm very curious on how.
I don't know how.
I'm not
That's just
disagreeing.
what-
No,
that's just
no,
what I
we
was
know.
hearing.
We know. Like
They
we
definitely
know.
were. I remember hearing it, but for me, it was always like, did you watch Tyler Warren be the entire offense for Penn State last year?
I
They
think
had-
it really came down to the fact, and I'm not this. I think this is legitimately it. You could put Loveland in line and tell him to block, and he will, and he can do that. Warren can't.
But you can
That's
put
fair.
Loveland
But the
there.
Colts.
It's
You
it's
can't
the
put
NFL.
Loveland in the
Tight ends
offense.
block.
Loveland couldn't have done what Warren did at Penn State. Loveland would not have been
I
that.
don't disagree. I don't disagree with that either. I think
the-
Warren's the better athlete. I think Loveland's the better tight end.
Can I ask you this though? Because I know the Colts do. Don't you have backup tight ends that can block?
Yeah, but sometimes you want to be able to have. You don't want to have to bring in the third blocking tight end.
But to
Like,
me,
that's not the goal.
but to me,
you,
blocking.
like your number one tight end should be able to do everything.
All right, so but like, let me ask Alex this
Hold
because
on,
he's the
hold on,
basketball. Let me ask you this one question. I'll let you go. He's the basketball expert. Defense in the NBA is one thing you can teach over time. Isn't I would
No,
consider that to
no,
blocking. I would
no.
consider that to blocking.
no,
Am I
no,
way off on
no.
that?
In
Do you
football, you
understand
can teach
how
how to
hard-
block better.
No,
You can't teach how to
no.
go get a ball better.
No,
Not teach someone
absolutely
how to go
not.
and catch the ball
Absolutely fucking not.
You
are
can't teach
no.
natural talent. You can
No.
teach fundamentals. That's what
No.
blocking is.
I agree. Blocking is teachable. You cannot start teaching someone how to block in the NFL and have them block at it as an
It's their
NFL
day job,
caliber.
bro.
You
365
can't.
days
I
a
promise you
year.
fucking can't.
You can teach
look at how many first and second round offensive linemen fall out of the NFL.
I disagree.
They've trained how to block their entire fucking lives. And you're saying that this dude can just pick it up.
Well, you're comparing
not.
offensive linemen to tight ends, and it's not the same thing.
You can.
You're
You
saying
can
you
100%.
can teach a guy how to block good enough to block in the NFL with when he's bad beforehand. You can't.
Hold on.
He was
Taylor,
bad,
let me
not
talk.
okay.
Taylor.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
So you can 100% teach fundamentals and blocking a lot better than you can teach someone how to go and get a jump ball. You can teach them how to do it better. You can teach the foot placement. You can teach hand placement. You are not ever going to be able to tell someone to, hey, go jump and catch this touchdown more than you can teach someone how to block. And that's the thing. He can get way better at blocking as opposed to Loveland can't get way better at catching the ball.
I think Loveland's fine at catching the ball. Loveland can't do the shit out of the backfield that Warren can do. I will concede that point. That point I will concede. I will not concede that Warren's a better catcher of the ball. I think he's more acrobatic, and you can't teach that.
I would argue you need.
Guess what
This is
happens-
so pointless. Can we
Guess
please
what
move
happens
on and
when you
finish
can
the
jump
podcast?
higher?
Can
Guess
we
what happens
please
when
can
you
we
can touch-
please move on and finish?
No,
the
because
fucking
we have
podcast?
another point to talk about.
Let
The
me beat
Buffalo
you in this
Bills.
argument before we move on. You can jump higher. You can be more acrobatic by getting the ball. Guess what that makes you better at? Getting the ball, making the
Getting your
offense
ribs
better.
broken.
Okay.
When Danny Dimes throws a fucking hospital ball.
Guess what? Caleb Williams is throwing dumpster balls because he can't throw the ball because he's ass.
I'm not
All right.
saying you're
I
fucking
need to get.
wrong.
All right.
Can we please move on now?
Let's
That
move
was
on.
so
We're not done.
pointless.
We're not done with recaps. We're not done with recap, but we're done with arguing. You two can argue off screen. I agree with you, Alex. What did we think of the Bills Ravens game? Did anybody get to watch the
Game of the
Bills
year.
Ravens?
It was game of the year. If
game
you
of the
didn't
year?
watch that game, I don't know what the fuck you were doing. Like, how do you not carve out time to watch that game?
Is it fair to say unanimously? I know most people have already done this, but Lamar and Josh have clearly separated themselves from Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah, Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes.
Yeah, okay.
Starting 2 years ago, Patrick Mahomes settled into his Brady era, where he is in fantasy, just using fantasy because everyone plays fantasy.
Right. Yeah, this is fair.
Patrick Mahomes for the rest of his career will be QB 8 to 15. The rest of his career. That's what he is. He's special. I'm not saying he's not special, but he's not doing what Josh and Lamar and Joe and Jalen do week to week. He's not.
And it's not even fair to say like who doesn't have anybody, because I would argue like those three teams probably have equal wide receiver talent. Is that fair to say?
I would
like,
say the Bills have the worst.
Right. I agree.
I would say. Are we counting tight ends? Are we counting tight ends?
We can count anybody those two. Do you think that's
Okay.
fair?
Yeah, I would say Ravens, assuming everyone's healthy. Ravens, Chiefs, Bills.
Agree because the Ravens have two tight ends that can catch
two
the ball.
really good tight ends and
Yeah.
Flowers.
Yeah, and they got Andrews. I'm just saying, like, I think it's time to. I think it's time. They're the two best quarterbacks in the AFC, and I want them to be in the AFC Championship game this year. I do not want to see the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. I don't want to see them in the Super Bowl.
Let me say, Josh Allen, that game, that was one of the best quarterback performances I've ever watched, actually. Like, he was so good, not only moving his feet, but signaling his players to go certain spots, changing plays, making throws. I mean, that was phenomenal. Obviously, they still should have lost the game, is the thing. They still should have lost the game.
That's
Derrick
fine.
Henry did fumble it, and he never fumbles, so but yeah, I mean, obviously, I'll give Josh. He got the lucky throw for the touchdown. That was crazy, but he played phenomenal.
In fact, I'll give like the benefit of the doubt. Like, yes, Lamar does have Derrick fucking Henry, who's probably one of the best running backs in NFL history.
Lamar's also a better scrambling runner, not a better design runner because Josh is just bigger.
Yeah, he can avoid sacks like no other. I mean, you can't sack him. He's not gonna get sacked.
Max, is it fair to say that Josh and Lamar played that game like they were playing like Heisman difficulty on NCAA 25, like a video game? Maybe not even Heisman. You get my point though. Like
It looked like they were playing on varsity, especially Josh in the fourth quarter. I mean, it looked so easy. But I mean, Lamar played great too. It's just, and I hate it for Henry having that fumble late. It kind of, it just kind of ruins his great game that he had. But both of these teams are teams that they'll be in the playoffs, and
right.
We'll probably see it again.
I pray that it's the AFC Championship game. I really do. I just don't know that there's any teams in the AFC that can challenge them. I mean, like funness factor.
Chiefs, the thing, but you gotta remember,
the Chiefs will always be there.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is the Chiefs are going to get the calls from the refs.
Yes,
every single time.
Absolutely,
you have to remember that. So you say no one can challenge them. They play, how many refs are there? 5. So they play 16 on 11 every time they play.
I will say this, and we can move on. One thing that I did like for the Chiefs, they were letting Patrick run the ball more, so that was a lot more effective. And I know they lost, but letting Patrick run a little bit more than he normally does, or Patrick,
they didn't really have much. They didn't really.
Patrick deciding to run the ball is probably a better idea.
I mean, he didn't really have the choice. As number 1 receiving option is suspended for 6 games. His number 2 had a dislocated shoulder on the 3rd play of the game.
It's why I wouldn't jump over Travis Kelce having 12.5 games because Xavier Worthy was out. I know a lot of people are like, Travis Kelce's back. Let's wait until
Kelce's old and is in the last year of his career.
Yes, I would go as far to say that if you get, for some reason, offered George Kittle, Travis Kelce straight up in your fantasy league, I would still stay with George Kittle until he came back from injury.
And also, I'm going to currently say that Patrick Mahomes has the worst wide receiver group currently, just because his players are injured.
Right now today, but I'm saying everybody healthy.
He has it worse.
No.
He has it worse because at the same time, Lamar has Derrick Henry, and that does have to mean something. Even when you're talking about But
Okay,
Derrick
but
Henry has.
let's get into the games.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine. That's fine.
This just doesn't matter. in the
Jaden
grand
Daniels looked
scheme.
really good. I was super impressed by JJ McCarthy. I know we talked about this, but I'm more impressed by the Minnesota Vikings QB development because they touched Daniel Jones before he came to the Colts too. So,
They
anyways,
did what?
Daniel Jones finished the last half of last year on the Minnesota Vikings, and they touched him. They touched him. They touched him. I picked 6 or 7 games. I think Josh is going to go through them, and that's going to be our record. But Max, you got anything else for week 1?
No.
Okay.
No,
Falcons, Bucks. Hey,
I
fuck
have
you,
one
Drake
more,
London.
I have one more thing to say about week 1. We punched the ball out and should have gotten it back to on a fumble, but since Hawkinson was down on the ground, that was bullshit.
I saw that. I agree with
Yeah,
that.
it's bullshit. Like,
And
we
also,
lost-
fuck you, NFL refs. Drake London definitely caught that ball for a touchdown. I should have won my fucking fantasy matchup. I lost 2 matchups because the league median, I missed it by 4 points and I lost my league matchup by 3 points. All because you didn't take Drake London for a touchdown. I didn't talk shit about your fantasy team.
Okay.
That was Parker. I thought your team was very good. So fuck you, NFL refs. How do you not have a camera? The NFL, how do you not have a fucking camera where you can see that ball? Anyways, let's do picks. I'm sorry,
All
Josh.
right, first up, Commanders plus 3.5 at the Packers.
Thursday night football, by the way.
Thursday
So
night
get into
football
this.
totals 48.5. That's one thing we didn't talk about. Packers look good.
Packers look damn fucking
look
good.
really good.
Here's do they look that? Are they that good, or are the Lions bad?
This is the question, man. This is the question because I
Lions
kind of
look
lean to Josh.
really bad.
I lean to Josh that the Packers aren't as great as they look.
I'm not saying that the Packers aren't good. Like, they looked really good. The Lions looked awful.
I'm taking the Packers to cover the 3.5.
But
I would buy it down to 2.5, but I'm taking the Packers.
I'm going with Josh's philosophy, or not his philosophy, but his first point. I'm taking Commanders to cover this because I don't think the Packers were as good as they looked like.
I think the opposite.
And the Commanders sleptwalk 21-6 because the 49ers were never going to score 20 points. So, I mean, the Giants were never going to score 49 points or 40 points. So, 20 points. Holy shit, I just had a stroke.
Jesus fucking Christ, shut up. I'm going to take the Packers.
Taking Packers as well.
Okay.
Lions versus Bears. Lions favored by 5.5. Totals 46.5. Gouge my eyes out. I'd rather not watch. Honestly,
I just put this on here because you're the biggest Bears fan we have.
I don't know.
We don't really
we're probably gonna fucking lose. We look like shit. Like we lost to ourselves last game. The procedural penalties we had. Yeah, I don't want to fucking talk. We're gonna lose. Fuck it. I don't care.
What's the line?
Lions 5.5.
Yeah, give me the Lions too.
Lions, Sonic and Knuckles show up this game.
Eagles. Max, sorry.
Lions cover.
Eagles minus 1.5 at the Chiefs. I'll take the Eagles. The fact that this is 1.5 and the Chiefs are that hurt is crazy. Yeah, and they're also coming back from Brazil. Like, that's a lot of flying. I understand. They have like a good chunk of time to rest, but Jesus Christ.
Give me the Eagles. Chiefs offensively, just not enough there. Eagles defensively, a lot there. That's the problem.
Eagles.
Taylor Thompson.
Eagles. I like the 1.5.
Next
Falcons plus 3.5 at Vikings. Totals 44.5. Give me the Falcons plus 3.5.
Michael Penix looked good.
JJ McCarthy looked like absolute dog shit for 3 quarters.
The Falcons look really good.
The Falcons also look really good.
We're about to have another Michigan QB play bad for 3 quarters and then come back in the last half of games and win them, which is horrifying. Tom Brady. Oh man, if we have another one of those, I'm gonna shoot myself in the head. Falcons cover. Michael Penix looked good. Falcons offense looked good, and actually the defense didn't look too bad either. So maybe
they just don't have a kicker. They need to get a kicker.
Shouts out Bears.
Yep. Falcons cover 3.5.
Max. Okay.
Colts plus 1.5 at the Broncos. How the fuck is this 1.5? Give me the Broncos.
I put this on here for a reason. I want Max to lead. I want Max to talk about this. What did you think of Cam Ward this week?
I thought he wasn't terrible. He made some throws. You're like, wow, he can make some crazy throws. I thought Calvin Ridley had some drops that really hurt him. You got to have your lead guy catching the ball. He had like 2 or 3 drops. I thought the defense played well week 1. Against the Broncos, but
Okay. What do you got in this? Colts are 1.5 point underdogs at Denver.
Uh, give me the Colts. I guess they look so good. I gotta pick it. The Broncos didn't look very good.
We
This
love
is
our
Colts. This is
This is
our
our
team.
team. We bleed blue.
Give me Indiana Jones. Give me Tyler Warren. They looked great. They looked so good. Broncos. Bo Nix didn't play that well. They still won the game. They have
Bo Nix
that's
looks
why
like
Jonathan's
ass, and
not here. He didn't want me to talk shit on him for losing in our fantasy matchup.
Listen, and Alex knows like I'm like #1 Bo Nix fan. He looked like fucking ass, actually. I was more like everybody's like Cam Ward looked kind of. I'm like the one you need to be saying is Bo Nix this is his second year. He looked just as scared as Cam Ward. But I think that's all we got this week for NFL.
No, we got
And
one more
college.
game on there.
We got one more, and then we're done.
Steelers -2.5 versus the Seahawks. Total 39.5. Aaron Rodgers 4 touchdown passes? Question mark?
Man. Yeah, man.
Question mark? Steelers -2.5. They win. I'm going to Aaron Rodgers.
Me too.
I don't know how the fuck Mike Tomlin continues to do this, but he keeps getting away with it. And honestly, I'm kind of okay other than the fact that Rodgers is there. I fucking hate that guy. But I'll take the Steelers -2.5.
Steelers as well.
Okay, I just have to tell y'all something. Y'all need to put a parlay in, the 3 of you. Well, fuck no. You didn't ride with the Colts. If you would have rode with the Colts, Josh, y'all all had the same picks.
That means they're all gonna
So,
fucking lose. So.
You need a Wells brother parlay because y'all all picked the same teams. I'll also take the Steelers. Yeah, so I think next week we're gonna do like our playoff update.
Yeah, we're gonna need a playoff update next week before we really get deep into the conference play. I mean, some conference, there's been a couple. It starts a little bit this week, but it really goes hot and heavy next week. So.
Oh yeah, it'll be a good one. Sorry everybody for the podcast not being up early. I was traveling, and then when it was originally supposed to be done, they could not do it, and then I got the podcast at 11 at night Thursday, and then Friday I tried to upload, and the hotel I was at was horrible. So
Josh got his bathroom done. Me and Max had
still
birthday
not even
dinners.
fucking done, dude.
Me and Max had birthday things we had to do. It was
I
a crazy
traveled
week.
to a different state. It was a lot, but we'll get it up. We'll get it up this week. We appreciate everybody for watching. Y'all go win some money. This has been the Weekends Over podcast. So we will see y'all next week. See y'all.